guys were able to come back with me and go ahead and do another video session. So I wanted to talk to you guys about why time seems to be moving so fast. Have you noticed lately, like, the time is moving just extremely fast, or seems to be moving extremely fast? Have you noticed that your days go by very quickly? Before you know it, it might have been Sunday, and then before you know it, here it is Friday. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that the year has gone by like that? Time just seems to be moving very quickly. But a lot of people don't really understand why time is moving quickly. So I'm going to break it down in this video, okay? And some people may have certain opinions, but I try to base my conclusions, my words off of facts. Okay? So we know in 2020 there was a dramatic change in society and our social events in the world. There was a big change, and that was brought about by, quote unquote, COVID. Okay? But there was change coming anyway. Okay? On an astrological level, there was change that was coming anyway. Okay? It wasn't just about COVID. But after COVID was put out, it was the catalyst to bring about drastic change, and it was meant to bring about change in a different direction. Okay, and that I can talk about in another video. If you want to hear me talk about that in another video, please put that down in the comment section, and I will make another video just solely off of COVID and what it was put out here for. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into this why time seems to be flying so quickly thing. Okay, so as I stated, you had COVID. That was a great disruption in our lives. Okay, and it affected everybody. It affected everybody in almost the same way. Okay, and so if you've noticed, since they've opened things back up, just look at people's attitudes. Just look at people's attitudes. Look at the way that people drive. Have you noticed a change? Have you noticed that people are driving with a little bit more aggression? Have you noticed that people are driving with more carelessness? Have you noticed a lot of crazy events, a lot of crazy things going on with people just snapping just like that? This change brought about a lot of mental change for us. Okay? And so while we've been focused on a lot of different things, brought about, like I said, by COVID being the catalyst of it all, there has been a lot less focus on time. It's been a lot less focus on basically everything before COVID. It's been a lot less focus on that. People are focusing more on themselves. And if you think I'm lying, look at the unemployment numbers. Okay? Look at how many people are quitting their jobs. It's not like people just woke up one morning and just was like, you know what, I'm going to quit my job. I don't have anything else to go to, but I'm gonna quit my job. No, it's people are focusing on themselves now. It's a lot more focus and attention on one's self. And when you dive deep into yourself, the outside world tends to make less and less importance in your life. Okay? If you want it, I can get into another video on that. That's a whole nother separate conversation, you guys. If you guys want me to get into a video on that, put that in the comment section. I want to get at least 3 people that say, hey, I want you to go ahead and comment on that. But I'm going to touch on the other subject, okay? And so, not only has there been social change, but there's also astrological change as well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about astrological events. There's been change in just our galaxy alone, okay? And I don't know, how many people that are watching this video who are into astrology or may know a little bit about astrology, but there was a great event that happened, okay? This happened in 2020. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. It's called the Great Conjunction. All right, I did a video about this on this channel, previous videos before. I can go ahead and put a link in the comment section or in the description about that. But basically, what the Great Conjunction was the passing of 2 major planets. And that was Saturn and Jupiter. So if you could imagine these 2 massive planets who could basically swallow the Earth up. These 2 planets passed by each other, okay? The closest they've ever been in years. And when I say years, I'm not talking about, a few years that we're alive on this planet. No, I'm talking about many years, okay? But what happens above also happens below, as they say, as above so below. And it is a mirror to change happening here on Earth. If you want, I can get into a deeper video on that, but I gotta get at least 3 people to comment in the comment section asking for that information, asking for that knowledge, So I'm gonna just touch on those 2 subjects right now, but basically those 2 things have brought about great change in the way that we think, in the way that we behave with one another, in the way that we look at life, in the way that we look at our employment, and the way that we look at social events. It's changed so many different things. And there's a great awakening as well. That also happened. And this was meant to happen. Because so as there is a beginning, there's also an end. And this world could not go on continuously the way that it's been going. Okay? Just like there's a birth to a nation, there's a death to a nation. So there's great change happening, you guys. It's nothing to fear, okay? You guys should be happy because great change has come. And it's brought about some type of great manifestations to come. And it's happening currently right now, but also great manifestations. It's brought about some great manifestations to come and to be to be brought about in this time, in this age that we're living in, okay? So this is a basic video. And what I mean by the basic video is just general aspects of why time seems to be moving so fast. It's not that time has gotten faster. It's not that a second is shorter than a second was before. It's just that we're paying less attention to time and more attention to ourselves, if that makes sense to you. And when you take away attention from one thing, another thing gets neglected. And that's why it seems that time is just flying by us. These are things that we were not prepared for. A lot of us were not. Some of us were, but a lot of us were not prepared for this change. But there's going to be more change to come. And for you to be able to make it through this change, you have to be open to change. And what I mean is that if you're not open to change and you think old, you live old, and you're basically stubborn to change, trust me, you're gonna get railroaded in this new world. All right, you're gonna get ran over very quickly, okay? If you're not open to change and what have you into the new world, okay? So I want you guys to remember that. Remember, comment, share, subscribe, like, all of that stuff, okay? All right, you guys, continue being positive in the mind and continue to have an open mind to what change is coming in your life, okay? Because it's greatness. But you got to believe that, though. All right, you guys. All right, peace.